Introduction. In the intricate, unspoken world of modern dating, the space between initial mutual attraction and an official first move can often feel like an agonizing game of romantic chess. While popular culture frequently portrays men as bold, direct pursuers who always state their intentions clearly, the psychological reality of modern dating is far more nuanced. Rejection is a powerful psychological deterrent, and the fear of misreading social cues, creating an awkward situation, or ruining a treasured friendship causes many men to hesitate. Instead of diving in head first, a man who is deeply attracted to you will often choose a safer, more calculated path. He will wait for a definitive green light. He will position himself within your orbit, drop subtle clues, and leave a trail of behavioral breadcrumbs, holding his breath until you drop a clear, unmistakable hint that his romantic advances are welcomed and desired. This state of romantic limbo isn't just a passive waiting game. It is an active, highly focused period of evaluation. During this phase, a man is hyper-attentive to every micro-expression, vocal tone shift, and body language cue you send his way. He operates like a scientist testing a hypothesis, using subtle behavioral adjustments to gauge your comfort level. He wants to step forward. His mind is already entirely made up about his feelings for you. But his ego and emotional safety require a safety net. Understanding this psychological dynamic is crucial for anyone navigating the dating scene. If you find yourself wondering why a guy treats you with incredible warmth, flirts with intense chemistry, and constantly seeks your company, yet completely stops short of asking you out on an official date, you are likely witnessing a man trapped in this exact hesitation. Recognizing these subtle behavioral patterns is the key to unlocking the true state of your connection. Men communicate their romantic readiness through an array of distinct, subconscious shifts in their physical presence, communication habits, and social interactions, from the way his eyes linger across a crowded room to the deliberate way he tailors his personal schedule to match your availability. These signs are loud declarations disguised as casual behavior. He is essentially holding open a door, waiting for you to step through it or wave him inside. By learning to decode these specific behavioral signals, you can confidently strip away the frustrating guesswork, understand his true hidden motives, and decide exactly when and how to give him the green light he so desperately needs to finally make his move. The extended gaze and subtle smile. When a man is waiting for a green light, his eyes will constantly betray his intentions. You will notice him holding eye contact for just a few seconds, longer than normal social etiquette dictates. It is not an aggressive or intimidating stare, but rather a warm, locked-in gaze that is almost always accompanied by a soft, genuine smile. This combination shows that he is completely captivated by your presence, but is checking your reaction to see if you reciprocate the warmth. If you catch him looking from across a crowded room, he might look away quickly out of sheer nervousness, only to guide his eyes right back to you moments later. He is actively scanning your face for a micro-expression, a return smile, or any welcoming sign that tells him his attention is wanted and that it is safe to make a real move. He always finds a reason to stand or sit near you. A clear behavioral sign of attraction is proximity optimization. He will consistently manipulate his environment so that he ends up in your immediate orbit. If you are at a social gathering, a meeting, or a casual hangout, you will notice that he naturally gravitates toward your side of the room. He might conveniently take the empty chair next to yours, stand beside you at the counter, or join the specific group conversation you are engaged in. This constant physical closeness is his way of closing the gap, without being overly aggressive. By placing himself within arm's reach, he is setting the stage for interaction and making himself highly available to you. He is waiting to see if you welcome this closeness or if you step back, using your physical comfort level as the ultimate metric to decide whether he should advance. Mirroring your body language and movements. Subconscious mirroring is a powerful psychological indicator of deep rapport and intense attraction. When a man is highly focused on you and seeking your approval, he will naturally copy your physical posture and gestures without even realizing it. If you lean in to speak, he will lean in too. If you cross your legs, rest your chin on your hand, or take a sip of your drink, you will notice him executing the exact same movements moments later. This behavioral synchronization is the brain's way of saying, I am totally in sync with you, and we are on the same page. He is matching your energy entirely, hoping to create a subconscious comfort zone between you. By mirroring you, he is trying to build an unspoken bond, waiting for your body language to soften further and give him the green light. He remembers the tiniest details from past conversations. When a man is deeply interested but hesitant to step forward, his active listening skills go into overdrive. He will remember incredibly specific, fleeting details from conversations you had days, weeks, or even months ago. Whether it is the exact name of your childhood pet, a specific coffee preference, a random deadline you mentioned passingly, or a minor story about a coworker, he will bring it up later with perfect accuracy. This level of retention proves that you have his absolute, undivided attention and that everything you say matters deeply to him. He stores this information away because he genuinely cares, but also because he uses these details to thoughtfully keep future conversations going. It is his way of demonstrating his investment in your life, waiting for you to notice and appreciate his attentiveness. The accidental lingering physical touch. Physical touch is one of the clearest ways a man tests the waters to see how you truly feel about him. Because he is waiting for a green light, he won't be overly bold. Instead, he will rely on subtle, seemingly accidental touches that linger just a bit longer than usual. This could manifest as his hand brushing against yours while walking, a gentle touch on your elbow to guide you through a doorway, or an embrace that lasts an extra beat during a greeting or goodbye. These brief moments of physical contact are highly intentional micro-tests. He is hyper-focused on your immediate physical reaction. If you stiffen or pull away, he will instantly retreat to play it safe. However, if you relax into the touch, lean in closer, or return the gesture, you are giving him the exact green light he needs. He is exceptionally protective and chivalrous around you. A man who is waiting for your approval will instinctively activate his hero instinct around you. You will notice a sharp upgrade in his manners and attentiveness. Whenever you are together, he will effortlessly slide into the protective role, doing things like walking on the traffic side of the sidewalk, guiding you safely through thick crowds, or checking to ensure you made it home safely after a night out. It is not about assuming you are helpless. It is his primal way of showing that your safety and comfort are his absolute highest priorities. He uses these acts of modern chivalry to signal his deep care and reliability without having to verbally confess his feelings. By stepping up as your protector, he is demonstrating the kind of partner he would be, waiting to see if you appreciate his care and welcome his protective presence. Flirting intensifies but stops short of asking you out. The chemistry between you might be completely off the charts, filled with witty banter, playful teasing, and heavy compliments. Yet he never quite takes the final leap to ask you out on an official date. This agonizing hesitation happens because he is trapped in a state of romantic limbo. He is highly attracted to you and loves flirting to keep the spark alive, but he is terrified of misreading your signs and facing rejection. Every compliment he pays you and every playful joke he makes is a calculated test to see how you respond. If you flirt back enthusiastically, you are feeding his confidence. But if you remain passive, he will keep holding back. He is essentially driving right up to the edge of the cliff, waiting for a definitive verbal or behavioral green light from you before he risks making a real move. He asks open-ended questions to keep the conversation alive. When you are talking to him, the conversation never seems to hit a dead end because he refuses to let it die. He will deliberately avoid simple yes or no questions, opting instead for deep, open-ended inquiries about your thoughts, opinions, feelings, and future dreams. If you give a brief answer, he will immediately follow up with a genuine request for elaboration, showing that he is entirely invested in your perspective. This communication strategy is a clear effort to maximize his time in your presence and build a meaningful emotional connection. He values your voice and wants to learn every layer of your personality. By keeping the dialogue flowing effortlessly, he is creating a comfortable space for romance to develop naturally, waiting for you to match his conversational effort and signal that you enjoy his company just as much. He shifts from group focus to give you undivided attention, even when you are surrounded by a large, loud group of mutual friends or co-workers. He will make you feel like you are the only person in the room. The moment you speak, his head turns, his side conversations fizzle out, and his full attention locks entirely onto you. He will tune out the surrounding chaos just to hear what you have to say, laugh at your jokes, or respond to your comments. If someone tries to interrupt you, he will gently redirect the focus back to you, ensuring your voice is heard. This intense selective focus is a massive indicator of attraction. He is subconsciously prioritizing you over everyone else in his social circle. By isolating his attention on you in a public setting, he is loudly signaling his preference, waiting to see if you will return the favor and isolate your focus on him. Frequent check-in texts with no real agenda. Your phone will frequently light up with notifications from him, but the messages rarely have a specific, urgent purpose. He might send you a funny meme that reminded him of a joke you shared, a picture of a random book or song he thinks you would like, or a simple text asking how your stressful workday is going. These casual, agenda-free check-ins are simply his way of staying relevant and keeping himself on your radar. Because he cannot be with you physically, he uses digital spaces to maintain a constant connection. It is his way of saying, "You are on my mind, and I want to talk to you," without being overly aggressive or desperate. He is consistently throwing out these digital fishing lines, waiting to see if you bite by replying quickly, keeping the text chain alive, and showing mutual enthusiasm. He softly tests the waters by mentioning his single status. A man waiting for a green light will make sure you are completely aware that he is single and looking. He will casually drop hints into the conversation about how he hasn't found the right person yet, or mention how boring his weekends are without someone to share them with. This is not a random complaint about his lifestyle. It is a highly calculated move designed to check your reaction and see if you offer yourself up as a potential option. By emphasizing that his heart is available, he removes any guesswork on your part, clearing the path for a potential relationship. He is dropping the banner high and clear, waiting to see if you show interest. Ask about his dating preferences, or drop hints about your own single status in return. He shows subtle signs of nervousness or fidgeting around you. No matter how confident, calm, or collected he appears around his close friends or co-workers, his demeanor will noticeably shift into awkward territory. The moment you step into the room, you will notice subtle physical tells of anxiety, such as him adjusting his clothes, running his hands through his hair, messing with his watch, or lightly stumbling over his words. This adorable nervousness happens because he cares deeply about the impression he is making and is terrified of doing something wrong to ruin his chances with you. His heart rate is spiking because your opinion carries immense weight to him. He is intensely focused on managing his behavior, waiting for you to offer a warm laugh, a reassuring touch, or a kind word to soothe his anxiety and give him the green light. He eagerly agrees to any plan or favor you suggest. When a man is waiting for your approval, your requests become his absolute commands. If you casually mention needing help moving a heavy piece of furniture, studying for a tough exam, or fixing a minor technical issue, he will instantly volunteer for the job without a single second of hesitation. Furthermore, if you drop a vague hint about a new restaurant you want to try or a movie you want to see, he will enthusiastically jump on the opportunity to make it happen. He will gladly rearrange his busy personal schedule, cancel minor prior commitments, and go completely out of his way just to spend a brief hour in your company. This ultimate level of availability proves that you are his top priority, and he is waiting for you to realize how reliable he is. His friends act differently or tease him when you walk in. Often, a man's closest friends will know exactly how he feels about you long before you ever find out yourself. If you pay close attention to his social circle, you will notice a sudden shift in the energy the moment you approach them. His friends might start nudging him with their elbows, smirking at each other, or suddenly clearing out of the area to give the two of you private space to talk. They might even drop playful, subtle hints about how much he talks about you when you are not around. This behavioral shift happens because he has likely used them as a sounding board to dissect your interactions. By observing how his friends react to your presence, you are getting an inside look at his hidden feelings as they wait to see if you like him back. The long, hesitant goodbye at the end of the night, the final moments of an outing or hangout are always the most telling. When a man is waiting for a green light, when it is time to part ways, he will visibly drag out the goodbye for as long as humanly possible. He will walk you slowly to your car or door, start a brand new conversation topic just as you are about to leave, or linger in a warm embrace for an extra beat. You can practically feel the heavy hesitation in the air as he stands there, battling the internal urge to finally lean in for a kiss or ask you out definitively. He is lingering in your space, creating a deliberate silence, and giving you the perfect, final opportunity to drop a hint, offer an invitation, or provide the clear green light he needs to make his move.